Hello and welcome to 2019 Weekly. My name is Anastasia Odo. So let's talk. The direct and indirect impact of the age reduction bill has been evident in how youth fared in the just concluded 2019 general elections. Across the 1,518 elective seats in the 2019 elections, 103 young people aged 25 to 35 won elective positions. This is an improvement over the levels of youth inclusion in 2015. In 2015, Abubakar Malami was Buhari's youngest Minister of Justice and the Attorney General of the Federation. So all eyes are on Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari and his governors as they constitute their cabinets. Stay with us and we'll be right back with Head of Programs, Head of Administration at Youngsters Foundation, Ms. Grace Ehi Dako. It's always good to have you on the show. Thank you for joining us again, Ms. Grace.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, do you think he would consider putting so many young people in his cabinet as we all await the ministerial list? And when I say young people, for the purpose of this conversation, I'm not referring to young people age 40. I'm speaking in regards to the reverse National Youth Policy of 2019 as regards the age classification brackets from the existing 18 to 35 and now 15 to 29.
Okay, Anna, it's been over 49 days since the inauguration of President Muhammadu Buhari without, and then now we've still not gotten a ministerial list. And then sometime last week or 5 days ago, President Muhammadu Buhari said that he's under due pressure to release a ministerial nominee list, but that he would like to work with people that he personally knows, because during his last cabinet that majorly most of the people that were there were people that he did not personally know. They were recommended by his party, that's the All Progressive Congress Party. And then so he wants, the delay that is being caused right now is because he wants to pick people that he personally knows. Now, considering the age classification of 15 to 29, and then considering that we need ministers that are have the required educational training,
yes,
and then professional competence and the experience, how many young people does President Muhammadu Buhari knows?
Okay, let me cut you right there, Ms. Grace. So you don't really think Mr. President can keep his promise? Because part of his campaign message before the elections was where he promised young people ministerial appointments and to make them heads of agencies before the elections.
Yeah, it's always you know how politicians talk when it's before an election period, during their electioneering and campaign, because they need young people to go out and vote for them. And then you can imagine that young people had the highest amount of people, they were the highest number of people or the highest number of demography that had PVCs. So it was only natural for Muhammadu Buhari to say that he will make young people ministers and heads of departments and agencies. But well, above all, I still hope that he gives young people the chance to really show themselves. And then a lot of young people have been agitating, especially the young people within the party of Muhammadu Buhari, saying that they worked hard to put the government in place and they should be rewarded with appointments and all that is due to them and all that was promised to them. So young people are actually actively demanding that they should be included in this present cabinet. But on the long run, it would be nice to have young people in his ministerial, make up his ministerial cabinet, because young people are innovative, they are change driven, they have the energy to contribute their own quarter to nation building.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's always a beautiful experience, having you on the 2019 weekly episodes.
Thank you very much.
My name is Anastasia Odo and I've been your anchor for this episode. And I want to say a big thank you to our partners at Ford Foundation West Africa. I'll see you next time.